I don't like being told it could be worse. I'm supposed to say that
to
you.
So you don't mind like, hey, Derek, how you doing?
It could be worse. Okay. But somebody like, telling me hey, that Derek, it could be worse.
You just got broken up by one of your
my partners.
Yeah.
And then are you like, it could be worse. I'm like, how about you go jump off a bridge?
Looks like the road's closed ahead.
No worries. Got my handy map app here. And if you think about it, could be worse. At least we're not lost.
I think we're lost. What does your map app say?
No idea. We lost service about an hour ago.
Why didn't you say anything?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll come across a gas station or a grocery store soon. And it could be worse. At least the old car isn't broken down.
Yep. She's done for. Looks like we're walking.
Could be worse. At least we got our freedom.
Yeah, you got a point there.
I can't help but feel just a little responsible for this. But hey, it could always
be... Just don't.
Ready?
Push it.
I pushed it.
You haven't officially started it, though.
I'm about to.
Do it. You won't.
I will.
No balls. Okay, you got the balls to do it.
Yes. Welcome.
This is an unhealthy relationship.
This really is. We're toxic for each other, but it's okay. It's okay. We learn how to make it work.
You bring out the worst in each other.
The worst and the best.
Very true.
This is why we still work together.
That's
because
right.
The good times are great. The bad times are there, but the great times are great. So, welcome to another episode of Itchy Sweater.
Can you give yourself a round of applause for that? Oh, actually, was very good.
Yeah.
That was very good saying.
Thank you.
It inspired me. I want to run my head through a wall now.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
At least wait till we're done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Be concussed doing this?
Ooh, a concussed Kyle. That's a CK.
The lizards are all over the wall and they're purple.
Yep. Just see millions of Charmanders like on the wall. Yeah. It's just like I bought 700 geckos just for you, Kyle.
Just when you're concussed.
Yep, and you get to take 600.
And then I can be up on the ceiling banging my head on those things.
You'll be on the fan. You'll be on the ceiling fan.
I'll be what was her name? Banging her head on the attic door.
Oh.
Whatever, I don't know.
I forgot her name.
Hereditary lady.
Yeah, Kyle watched 2 horror movies that are actually good horror movies.
Granted, before I went to bed, too. That's what I think made it worse.
It probably made it better. As far as the overall experience.
No. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That sleep sucked, though. I was looking at the corners of the ceilings going, where's that lady at? Where's that lady at?
Uh-huh. And I think...
we'll talk about it in another episode.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But don't watch
Tusk
and Megan is Missing.
At least Tusk. Don't watch it.
Yeah. If you want to watch Megan is Missing, sure. But this dude did a TikTok. It was like, movies that are like horror movies that are so scary that people can't finish them. And Megan is Missing and Tusk were on the list.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I opened a can of worms with Derek and he proved me wrong.
Because I'm the horror movie person. So I'm always gonna steer Kyle in the right direction when it comes to horror movies. Don't listen to the fakes, the frauds, the drifters. Wait, sorry, I said drifters. Grifters on social media platforms.
I didn't know what you meant, so
drifters is like Tokyo Drift drivers, like getting shitty.
Getting shitty!
Yeah, just like they do in Cali. But anyway, on to this wonderful, fabulous episode. Yeah, look at that.
It uploaded.
Nice.
New episode on the
YouTubes. And today, we are going to talk about platitudes.
Platypus. They're cool animals.
Ornitorrinco.
Yeah, that's Spanish for
platypus.
Horny birds.
No, it's not. It's Spanish for platypus.
Platypus.
Ornitorrinco.
Okay, well, it sounds like a horny gringo.
Ornitorrinco.
Anito gringo.
Ornitorrinco.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me. Guys.
Spanish for platypus.
Platypus.
But anyway, we're talking about platitudes, not platypuses, not platypussies, platitudes. Now, this was brought to you not by us. This isn't something that we thought about organically. This was actually brought to you by one of our most avid listeners.
Our number one.
Probably our number one fan.
Our definitely number one.
So she knows who she is, and she gets congratulated.
Yay.
In this episode. Not us, but her.
Good for you, lady.
Again, I don't want to necessarily name drop until we can actually like give her presents and stuff. When we get like the gifts going for subscribers and like people who are like day oneers, then I'm gonna like name drop.
Fuck yeah.
And talk about the people who's been with us from day one.
Yeah. Good old CD.
Absolutely. So, platitudes, even the meaning is interesting to me because it's basically telling you that these mean nothing, but we use them every day.
Yeah, you brought these up a while ago, and
yeah,
when you were talking about it, I was like, holy shit, we actually do. Like, even the most minute ones, you're like, whoa, we actually use that?
Yeah, we say it all the time.
And they're dumb.
But yeah, and they mean nothing. So here's where platitudes come from. This is like the meaning. So the etymology of the word. The word is a borrowing from the French compound platitude. From plat mean flat, and tude or itude meaning ness, thus flatness.
It doesn't make sense if you think about it. They're the way that these things are, these weird sayings, that means nothing to the definition.
No, it means something. It's because the flatness means it's actually it doesn't mean anything. There's nothing to it. It's flat.
Okay,
it's pointless. So it says the figurative sense is first attested in French in 1694 in the meaning the quality of banality. So it's just like, again, the quality of just nothing. It's the quality of nothing. And in 1740, the meaning a commonplace remark. It's the first attested in English. It is first attested in English in 1762. Then, in 1812, it means dullness, insipidity of thought, triteness, and from the French platitude, flatness, vapidness. Yeah, Old French flat meaning, Old French plat meaning flat again. So it's just it's nothing. It's a nothing remark. You're telling me things that's gonna either make you feel better or trying to make me feel better, but it means absolutely nothing.
Definitely, yeah. It sounds good, but it doesn't mean anything at all.
Yeah, you might as well just not have said it. So it's like a filler.
Okay.
And we all use them in some way.
Yeah.
But I kind of hate them.
I'm gonna start saying them more. It is what it is.
It is what tis.
It's what tis.
Tis what tis.
Tis what tis.
It's what it's.
It's what it's. That's for damn sure.
So we got some platitudes that we're going to go through here, in some of which are some of which are pretty awful. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the first one. Okay. And the first one is time heals all wounds. An example is, how about losing a limb?
Don't worry, it'll grow back. I swear.
It's coming back, I swear. Unless you're a gecko, it's not coming back. And even some geckos don't even have that ability. So
damn, bringing in the geckos.
Bringing in the geckos, we have to. The phrase time heals all wounds may be the first attributed in the Greek poet Menander, who lived around 300 before Christ, and said, time is the healer of all necessary evils.
But not wounds.
Yeah. As time him hurt, a time doth him cure.
I don't get what he was drinking at that time.
Probably that old.
That must have been some good shit. Cause,
yeah. I mean, this was before Christ, so they had that real good stuff.
Yeah, because none of this makes sense.
Straight from the source, straight from the ground.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So, it is what it is on here.
And I think that's one that we all just like, when we kind of give up, we're just like, hey, it is what it is. I mean, what can you do about it?
Yep, it's just one of those just kind of things you just say. So, which one did you say you didn't think would be on here?
Oh, what doesn't kill me makes you stronger. No, I'm sorry.
I'm sure that's on here too.
Teamwork to make the dream work.
Oh yeah.
I get why we say it, but the fact that we do say it,
Yeah.
it does. Honestly, it's like the dream work is nothing. The teamwork, yeah, we all do our job and get that shit done.
Yeah.
But like hard work always pays off.
No,
it doesn't.
It often doesn't.
That's a lie. Money can't buy happiness.
I was just about to talk about that one.
Definitely.
It definitely can.
Oh,
Now here's the thing. Happiness is a feeling. So money can't buy literal happiness. It's fine. Money can't buy like the actual feeling itself because you can't. It's not tangible.
No.
But money can buy things that can make you happy.
Well, like with me, like I love cars. Money can buy cars.
Yeah.
Why doesn't that make me happy? It does.
No, it does. So money can buy the thing that can make you happy.
Now,
I feel like a rich person said that to somebody who was poor.
yeah, I can see that. Hey, if you had money, it could buy you happiness.
No, they probably said, like a poor guy was like, why you have so much wealth, Mr. Burgundy. Mr. Burgundy, you have such wealth and such assets and such resources. Why don't you help us, the meager, lowly man, the meek and the poor man out here? And then Mr. Burgundy said, hey, you shut your mouth. Hey, listen, I may have a lot of money, but you know what I'm not? I'm not happy. You think money buys happiness? Money doesn't buy happiness. And then the poor guy went, oh, such knowledge. I'm sorry, Mr. Burgundy. Oh,
and then he put it on a T-shirt.
And then he put it on a T-shirt.
And he
put it on a T-shirt
millions.
written in his own blood because he didn't have a pen, so he had to like take a quill. Because I'm sure this was like in 1600. He took a quill, he stuck it in himself, and he wrote it on like one of those big like
the scrolls.
He wrote it on a scroll. He pricked himself with and then he took it to the paper and he put, money doesn't buy happiness, and it was spelled wrong, of course, because he didn't have a proper education. So it was spelled like M-O-N-I
M-U-N-E-E.
Yeah, Mooney. Doesn't was spelled D-I-S. D-I-S-T.
Money don't.
It was like booty. Booty doth not buy.
Booty doth not buy.
Booty doth not acquire
happiness. Get la booty.
Booty doth not acquire what's the word? Jolliness. To be jolly.
And he probably trademarked that on a shirt.
Yeah, on a shirt.
Became or on a.
It was just on a scroll, so they made a poster out of it.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, the king put it in his. He didn't know how to read it.
Yeah,
because the king had more like knowledge and whatever. So he's like, "What does that say?" And then the lowly meager man came and he said, "It says, booty doth not acquire
jolliness." And he goes, "Oh, how wise!"
King was like, "Oh, how wise! Who said this to you, poor man?" And the poor man goes, I came up with it, great king. I came up with it." And the king said, "Liar! Throw him to the lions."
Oh, damn! I was gonna say he made him his advisor or something.
No, he killed him.
Fuck that! He killed the guy.
Yeah. Okay. So now it's just something we say.
Yeah. No, I definitely don't agree with it. But there was one I do say all the time on here. Where did it go? It's all good.
It's not all good, Kyle.
It's all good.
No, it isn't.
Like, hey,
it's all
sorry,
good.
I just shot somebody. It's all good.
It's all good. Now, some of these in context are awful. Or not in context. In context are fine. Like if someone like bumped into you and said, "I'm sorry," and they said it's all, and you said it's all good. Sure. You know what I mean? It's no big deal.
Yeah.
But it's truly not all good. That's the problem with platitudes, is they're just emptiness.
Yeah, but I mean,
you could have said, "It's okay, I forgive you."
Yeah, but
apology accepted.
I mean,
but you go, "It's all good, man. It's all good, man.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man."
What doesn't kill me will only make me stronger. I hate that one.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I hate that as much as I don't like that song. That song is better than the saying.
Excuse me. That's my song.
Is it?
You better like that song.
I don't.
You better.
I don't.
You're gonna.
I will never.
Because I will tie you up and keep you in one spot so you can't take the headphones off and repeat that song over a 48-hour loop.
Is that a fact?
I will.
Well, here's the thing. You won't.
You just call me out like that, huh?
Yeah.
Well, screw you too.
In 1888, a philosopher named Friedrich Nietzsche first stated, "Out of life's school of war, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger." So Nietzsche said it. Friedrich Nietzsche. Now, if you know anything about Nietzsche,
Nope.
okay, well,
Is he a smarty guy?
he was like a moral philosopher.
Ah.
So he said a lot of things that don't mean much. So
He was a Socrates kind of guy.
this sentence has become an overused and often parodied aphorism that, in my opinion, nevertheless accurately portrays the picture of resilience and affirmation for overcoming adversity. No, it's just dumb. How about that?
That was the which one?
That was I looked it up.
No, which saying?
Oh, it doesn't kill me, makes me stronger.
If it doesn't kill you, it doesn't really do anything for you.
What doesn't kill you traumatizes you. That's what it is.
That's true.
If you go through great hardship and it didn't kill you, now you're probably most likely traumatized. It didn't make
Yeah,
you
I was thinking about
stronger.
it all
If
the
anything,
time.
it made you worse.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Mentally worse. Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Talk about turning stuff off during a podcast. I'm worse. Don't assume. It makes an ass out of you and me.
Yes, I saw that one earlier. Oh, I absolutely hate that. I hate when people say that.
You know
I
what
want to
assuming
punch
is?
you in the face.
Making an ass out of you and me.
No, it really just makes an ass out of you. It doesn't make an ass
very
out of me.
true.
You're the one who assumed, not me.
Exactly.
I'm not the one who did this. You did this. Makes an ass out of you and me? No.
I hate that saying. I think it's stupid too.
You're just trying to make the word work.
Or, here's another good one.
That's how people learn how to spell it. That's all.
No offense, but.
And they say the most offensive thing.
Yeah.
It's always followed by the most offensive thing.
No offense, but
Yeah.
you're kind of a shitty person.
Exactly.
You're like, well, wait. That's kind of offensive, dude.
Yeah. No offense, but your wife has a fatty, and I will love to have an affair.
Fat. Wait, whose wife?
Just in general.
I'm telling.
Huh?
What? Anyways,
Not your personal wife.
I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
just talking.
Do I have a fake one?
I said personal.
Yeah. I don't have a real one? Or I have a real one.
That's not what personal means, Kyle.
Hold on. Stop. What am I trying to say? Okay, never mind.
Impersonal?
Nice guys finish last. There's another one. Shut up. I'm going to get in trouble for saying things.
Nice guys. Yeah, I hate that one because it's not true.
No.
That came. Actually, you know what? Let me find that one.
I've got another one while you look that one up. Work smarter, not harder. I hate that one. How are you supposed to work smarter if you don't know how to do it? You just got to keep doing what you're doing, but doing it harder.
Doing it smarter.
It's gonna screw something up.
I think.
Like if I'm hitting this thing with a hammer,
Yeah.
and they're like, "No, work smarter, work smarter." I'm like, "Well, how do I figure out how to do it smarter?" Whoa, tap it less. Tap it less.
Actually, you're supposed to, and that's a really good analogy because if you have a hammer and you have a nail, you're actually supposed to hit it only once. Like you hit it in, like you could tap it in to get it in, but after that you're supposed to give it a solid hit and it goes all the way through.
Yeah.
So
But not everybody can do that.
yeah, so you're supposed to give it just like a good firm 1, maybe 2, but it's supposed to go right in, big fella.
Yeah.
So you do have to work harder because you have to hit it harder.
Yeah.
Like in The Lion King, where Rafiki took Simba, and he goes, "Look hard."
So right there,
Yeah.
the Lion King stumped it.
Yes, and he go, "You see, he lives in you." You. But anyway, nice guys finish last. Proverb. It's a proverb. Proverbial. Nice guys finish last is idiomatic. So,
Really?
Yeah. People who are decent, friendly, and agreeable tend to be unsuccessful because they are outmaneuvered by or overwhelmed by others who are not so decent, friendly, or agreeable. Or maybe those people are just mean.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense right there.
No, it doesn't. If you are a nice person doesn't mean you're a pushover. It just means you're a nice person. If you are a pushover, then that's what that means.
You're a dickhead.
If you are overly agreeable, then that's what that means. If you are easily overwhelmed, then that's what that is. That doesn't mean you're nice. That just means you have character flaws that you have to improve on. It's not a nice guy problem. It's being that kind of person problem.
Yeah, it's a personality thing. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. So nice guys don't finish last. It's just that a-holes are pushing good people over
Away.
and then they're like, oh, let me get back because I didn't know he was going to be that much of a jerk, and then let me try to catch up to him in the race.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not because they didn't finish last because they were nice. They finished last because they got tripped, and they're trying to get back up.
I got another one.
And this is often. Oh, and I want to be clear.
Yes.
That's often used in relationships to where where you have like the nice guy trope. So that does happen. Those kind of people exist. They're not really nice. They're trying to manipulate the girl into liking them. That's not a nice guy.
That's just somebody playing head games.
Yeah, and that's a nice guy trope.
Yeah.
So the nice guy isn't actually nice in that situation.
I got one that's just common sense.
Go ahead.
Age is just a number.
As R. Kelly says to the girl he pees on. Yes, age is just a number, but it also matters in court.
Yeah, oh, very true. Very true.
But anyway, so don't be sad because I'll be glad. Oh yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that either. Don't be sad because it's over. Be glad that it happened. I'm not glad it happened. I'm sad because it happened. That's not helpful at all. That's almost like what it doesn't kill you make you stronger thing. It's kind of like that. Like if something traumatic happened to you and you're like, oh, it's over now. You know.
Okay.
Be glad that you learned
give me
from
an example.
it. Okay. Let's say I'm at work.
Okay.
And I hit somebody on the machine because I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
And so that person gets hurt. Maybe it's like something sprained, maybe something broken.
Okay. Damn, you were flying.
Maybe.
Whack.
Yeah. Or maybe
you ran him over.
Maybe that person wasn't paying attention. I kept hunking my horn. The person just kept walking, and they get hit. And it's like, what's the what's the word? Moral of the story is, it's like, hey, you got to pay attention, and you got to really listen. Pay attention to your surroundings, listen for horns, watch where you're going, type thing, right?
Okay, Alex.
But I can still be mad at the person for hitting me.
That's very true.
I feel like it's invalidating anger, or invalidating like a feeling of being upset towards somebody. But it shouldn't, because it's okay if I'm upset. I should be upset. I got hurt.
Yeah.
And it's okay for me to be upset. And I feel like that's one of those things where it's like, oh, don't be mad. It's okay. Just it's past us now. And I'm like, no, I want to be mad for a little bit. I'm allowed to be upset. So I don't like that one for that reason.
How about this one?
Yeah.
You are what you eat.
Is that even a platitude or just a flat out lie?
It says it says on this list it's a platitude.
Oh, I don't like that one either for obvious reasons. You are what you eat. Get out of here. Like get real. It's get real a platitude.
This one I don't know why it's on here. You'll probably have to explain this one to me.
Okay.
Think outside the box.
Oh, that is like if you have a box.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So within the box, you have parameters, and you have walls. You can't get out of this box. You're in a box. It's telling you to think outside of that singular thinking, or that only that one way of thinking. That's what that's trying to say.
Yeah.
And I get that. I don't think that one's that bad. And
really
it can be
see that as a
useful,
platitude,
but it
really.
can't really force you to actually think outside the box. You have to actually present something to actually make someone think outside of those parameters. Because especially if you're at a job, you're most likely taught to think within those parameters. So you have to actually give them a task. But before you read what you're about to read, because I see that it's you like what it is, I got to read this one.
Go ahead.
This one says, love means never having to say you're sorry. Then please don't love me.
Okay, hold on.
How many times in a week do you apologize to your wife?
Quite a bit.
Yeah. I apologize
Quite a bit,
to my
yeah.
partner often. And it's not even always because I did something wrong. It's because I just did something that warrants an apology.
Yeah. My read that one more time.
Love means never having to say you're sorry.
No.
That's not what love is at all.
Because I feel like sometimes in a relationship you have to admit you were wrong.
Yeah.
And you have to say sorry. Hey, look, I realize I'm wrong. That's more love
Yeah.
than not having to, hey, what I said, oh, that's right. No.
I say I'm sorry more to people I love than people I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you're never, then that's why I say then please don't love me. So if you're in a relationship and the person you're with never says sorry, that's not love, that's abuse.
That's so abusive.
So which one were you going to say?
It will all look better in the morning.
Oh, God.
What about my broken leg?
Exactly.
What about these physical things that happen?
Again, this goes right back to what doesn't kill you make you stronger.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh, everything's just gonna be fine.
No,
just
it'll
let
be
it
fine tomorrow.
It's like, no, it won't be.
No.
My leg is broken.
Or even scandals.
Yeah.
Do those look better the next day?
No, never.
No.
They're often worse.
Because then people start assuming, and they get into, oh, he probably did this, or
Yeah.
oh, speaking of assuming, making an ass out of you and me.
Yeah. No. And here's another one. What goes around comes around, like karma. Now karma sucks. Karma is awful. And I'll tell you why karma is awful, because it never actually really works out. If someone bad does something bad and then something bad happens to them, that's more of just life than some karmic thing coming back to bite them.
Yeah. Karma is a bitch, though, when it does
sometimes
happen.
life is the worst to the best people.
Yeah. Well, there was another one on here that'll go with that said, life doesn't give you things you can't handle. Well, it depends on what life gives you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can handle being, I don't know, you can handle being, that's like saying you can be, hey, this guy put you in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can handle it. Oh, but now both my legs are broken and I can't walk. No, you
Exactly.
can handle it.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm
Obviously,
thinking
I
a
can't.
lot of this stuff is not, they don't think about the physical side of all these things.
No, and that's basically what platitudes are. Like, they're just empty sayings.
Yes.
They don't mean anything. It's just something you say to fill in what you can't explain, or to fill in to try to make somebody feel better. But how many people, besides the first people these were ever used on back in like the 17, 16, and 1800s, who does this work on today?
Kids. Because they don't know better. That's why I'm thinking kids.
I think it's because I think that's more of,
and I'll tell you why with this next
because
one.
they don't really know what a platitude is, and
Yes.
then that it's meaningless. But also too, I hate this one when grown-ups say, "because I said so." I have never liked that, and I know the look on your face. I know you've probably said it as as a parent, but personally, and I can't say that if I was a parent I would never say it, but I got to tell you I would try my best to never say that because I know what that did to me. I hate that.
It is the reason why. That's because I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I do use it. I use it a lot. And it's mainly because kids are wanting to know the main reason. Okay, well, why do I have to do the dishes?
Yeah.
Because I said so.
Yeah.
I get why, because it's like a you need to listen to me kind of thing. And like I said, I use it all the time. But it's the easiest scapegoat.
It is.
I think that's why we use it.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you an answer because I said so.
Exactly.
Because I said so.
And as a kid, and even now, even more so, as a kid, that made me more upset because with how my brain works, I'm always looking for an answer, not so much that it's that I just gotta have an answer and I need to find the answer to everything, but I want to research things. I want to figure out why something is the way it is. So if you say because I said so, I'm like, I'm gonna need a little bit more than that. Like I need you to give me a source. Like let's say I I have to do the dishes, right? As a kid, I do. Let's say I say, why do I have to do the dishes? And my mom or dad or whoever says, because I said so. You could say, because I'm trying to teach you cleanliness.
Yeah.
You could say, because I'm just trying to teach you a little bit of structure. This helps because you're going to, this is something you're going to learn in life.
Yeah.
You could say that this is something that needs to get done. I can go do something else, or mom is going to do something else. I need you to do this one thing.
Yeah.
This is going to help out overall. You can say a lot of things that actually are true and actually do make sense. Because I said so is like, no.
Just shut up and do it is the reason.
I don't want that. Please just tell me why I have to. It is so easy to come down to a kid's level.
Yeah.
You could you could explain to them in their words why this will help. Now, it may not make them less upset, but at least it gives them a reason in their mind for later on as they develop. And it lets them know that because I said so is a terrible reason. Because it is.
You got me thinking, Dr. Phil.
This is just something that helped because I know what that did to me as a kid.
Did Kayla talk to you about this today?
No.
I'm sure she did.
No, this is something I've always been thinking. I've been thinking about this for my 31 years of existence.
Dude, because that hits me. I'm like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Because Mason, so he graduated first grade. Kindergarten. He's in first grade now. Something clicked in his head. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Where he's like, he'd go, Mom, can I do the dishes? What?
Yeah.
You don't want to fight us on putting them away? You want to do them? Yeah. Before, it was, hey, I need you to do the dishes. Why? Because I said so. Just do it. I don't want to be questioned.
And it's crazy how why is like one of the first words that kids learn.
No.
Like why and no. But the certain words that you probably don't want them to use that much. Yeah. That's one of the words that they're going to use the most. Like why. They're going to say why a lot.
And now that you're talking about it, it makes me think, I'm like, fuck, man, should I have done that? Should I talk to him in another way? Damn.
Yeah.
So that one kind of hits.
Yeah.
But you were talking about ones that you grew up with. Here's one that I grew up with. Mm-hmm. That's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh, my God.
I hate that one.
For you to know.
Then why did I ask the question?
So I'm about to get thrown to the fire.
Yeah.
And you know why. And you could tell me.
But you're not going to.
I'm just gonna find out. Which again is gonna not kill me but make me stronger.
I've had that one before. I'm sure my mom said it.
Yeah.
Plenty of times. And I'm always like, well, but wait. But why? That makes me want to know more. I'm going to ask you again. Mm-hmm. Just lie to me at least. Give me an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that one.
Here's another one I heard. It has to be somewhere when you're finding something.
Oh.
And sometimes that's something we tell ourselves. It has to be somewhere. Well, yeah, of course it's somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere. Yes. Oh man, I don't realize how much I hate that.
It's somewhere.
No shit.
And I got told that as a kid a lot. Well, like, I'm looking for something. Well, Derek, it has to be somewhere. Yeah, I know that, but it's not where I'm looking.
Well, where is it?
How about you get up and help me?
I don't know where it is. Well, it has to be somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Of course, it's in this general vicinity.
Stupid.
Or is it vicinity? It's probably vicinity. I think I said vicinity. I think it's vicinity. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll edit that out, which I won't. But
I don't think you should. I think you should just leave it right there.
I'm gonna keep it in. I'm gonna keep my mistakes in there because love means having to actually say you are sorry.
That's
Kyle,
right.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry I messed it up.
Because you know why?
Yeah.
Because gossip is the devil's radio.
What?
That's one of them on there. It's on there.
I have never heard that in my life.
I've never heard of it either. It makes sense, but that's definitely one I've never heard
I have never heard that before. That's hilarious.
You can't judge a book by its cover.
That's actually often not true.
Yeah.
You can judge a book by its cover usually.
The way that they are doing things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm looking for a photography book and I see a book with a photo in front, it says The Photo Arc by Joe Sator. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at that book right now. There are like dozens of animals on that cover. I can most likely assume that it is going to be a book full of animal photos. And what do you know? I judged a book by its cover.
You are a bad person for doing that, apparently.
I'll tell you one thing. Even if I wasn't in the photo section and I saw a book that said The Photo Arc and it had a bunch of animals on the cover, I would assume that it's probably a book full of animal pictures and facts.
I'd believe it.
And I have judged that book by its cover.
And now you're a bad person.
No, I'm only as young as I feel.
Oh, God. Gee. That doesn't work at all.
You feel. And usually I wake up, and sometimes I wake up feeling 70.
Oh, dude, all the time.
Yeah.
Especially like stuff that you've hurt, like me, my knee, in a real cold day, like during the freeze.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
You're only as young as you feel.
Ow.
Yeah, well, it looks like I'm feeling like I'm about to die. So am I am I at the end of my life here on this day, as I'm as old as I feel? One that I really also can't stand is it could be worse. And we all use this even with ourselves, like when people ask how we are.
Yeah.
We say it could be worse. But when people it's this thing that I don't like when people tell me it could be worse. I don't like being told it could be worse. I'm supposed to say that to you.
So you don't mind like, "Hey, Derek, how you doing?" It could be worse.
Okay. And but somebody like, telling me
hey,
that
Derek,
it could be worse.
You just got broken up by one of your
my partners.
Yeah.
And then are you like, it could be worse. I'm like, how about you go jump off a bridge? Yeah, of course, dude. No, my apartment could be on fire.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things that could happen. Like somebody could smash into me while I'm walking on the street. Yeah, it could be worse. But right now it's bad and I'm in the badness.
I think it's another thing that when these came out, like when people started saying these, I think it was a no shit.
Yeah.
Like, really? You just said that? Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. And I really, even if I'm going, usually when I actually even say it could be worse, I'm at work and I don't want to get into why it's bad. Mm-hmm. But being told it could be worse is the ultimate, to me, it's just like one of the ultimate slaps in the face. Don't tell me that. I'm fully aware it could be worse.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've got one that I was told this by like coaches, and I never really fully understood it.
Yeah.
But work hard, play hard. I understand like putting the hard like practice in, and then when you go there, it shouldn't be hard to play.
Right.
Like say for like this is how I thought of it. Coaches during football. If you work hard now, you're gonna play hard later. No, if I work hard now, it's gonna be easy for me
Yeah.
when the game matters. When I'm in the game, hey, I know what to do. I worked hard for this. This is going to be easy for me. Mm-hmm. Or easier.
Easier, yeah. And I think
Why do I have to play hard?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I understand the intensity and all that, but why am I playing hard? I worked hard already. Now the play should be easier, not harder.
yes. And this is that's used in sports sometimes.
A lot.
That way, yeah. But it's also used in just like work life. It's like, oh, I worked hard, so I'm going to play hard on the weekend. And then to me, I feel like people are just working for the weekend. I know that's a song, but it's true. Like when
it is
like when I
true.
go to work, people are like, "Hey, man, it's Friday." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's Friday." You know?
Yeah.
I get that it's the weekend and we get to have time off because it's the weekend and we get to have fun and all, but
Yeah.
I don't want to just work to get to Friday. I want to work and then still have a good time on the week, if like during the week if I can. I don't want to just murder myself just to get to Friday night.
But I think also you can't do a lot of the things that you want to do.
During the week. Yeah. Which is a failing of our work system in America.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're so tired by the end of the day. You know, say like for me, instance, with this new job, I have to walk multiple buildings. I have to, I'm walking up and down stairs all day. I'm looking at stuff. I'm looking up and down. I have to get parts for people. I have to bring them to a certain spot. Like, it's hard.
Yeah.
Am I going to want to do something after work? Absolutely not. I'm on my feet all day.
Yeah.
I want to go home. I want to take my shoes off. I want to relax.
Exactly.
And I want to go to bed immediately. I don't want to play hard during the week. Like, Friday comes, yeah, I want to. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
But
here's the thing, too. I feel like we exhaust ourselves because we have to with the work that we do.
Yeah.
If we didn't have to do that, we could still have. If we didn't have to be at work more than we're at home, and if we didn't have to work ourselves to exhaustion, we might be okay. So there's this other one that I've heard a lot that also kind of, I feel like a lot of these are really annoying. But here's something that really gets on my nerves when people say this. There are plenty of fish in the sea. But I wanted that fish.
I've said this, and I've lived by it before.
Yeah. And it again, this is something that does make sense in a lot of contexts.
It does.
Like, you could say there are plenty of fish in the sea because there are. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I really like that fish.
That's very true, and you're not going to find that fish again, per se.
Yeah, I might find a better fish,
Yeah.
but I like that fish. And I'm sad about that fish.
Yeah.
And I want to be sad about that fish for a little while.
Now you just get depressed.
Yeah. Like, just give me a moment. I'll go fishing again.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't want to fish.
I want that
because I didn't catch that 300-pound bass, and I'm sad about it.
Holy shit, that's a big-ass bass.
Yeah.
Fuck. They're going to say 300-pound woman. I'm like, dang, Derek, you're looking a little bigger, huh?
I like my women how I like my bass.
300 pounds. And slimy. Big old lips.
I like them on a hook.
I got one right here.
Give it to me, Daddy.
Only the good die young.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fucking crock of shit.
Yeah, everybody dies young. A lot of people die young. It's not only the good.
Exactly.
Some of the most evil people died youngsters, and I'm like, good riddance.
School shooters.
Well, that's usually by their own hand.
I'm just saying.
But
they still died and they're young.
True.
All men are created equal.
Is that a platitude or just I think that's just another flat out lie.
We're not.
Because when it was written, it wasn't true.
No.
That's when people were still that's when people who look like me were still in chains. So apparently not. That's what I said when it was written. It wasn't.
Calm
true.
down, sir.
I'm just being honest. He can't say all men are created equal, and you have slaves, Mr. Jefferson. I'm just being real.
Holy shit. Damn.
I'm just being honest.
Shit. More people like me in jail.
Listen, love is the founding fathers having to say they're sorry.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Oh, this is awful. It says, "I'm sorry, that's not what you want to hear." Okay, gaslighting.
Oh, dude. That, and it's usually the worst thing, too. Yeah. That goes along the same lines as, no offense, but.
Oh, yeah.
I hate, oh, man, like.
Yeah.
Really? You're going to say it like
to
that?
Say, "I'm sorry, that's not what you want to hear." That's, That's like saying, "I'm sorry you feel that way."
Yeah.
It's not, because that's gaslighting.
Oh, it's definitely gaslighting.
It should be, "I'm sorry I made you feel that way."
Yeah, I'm sorry that I said this.
Yeah.
And you had to hear it
an
that
actual
way.
apology.
Not like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. That's putting the blame on me for having the feeling that you made me feel.
That you made me feel. Exactly.
So it's like, no, I didn't do this. You did this. Be careful what you wish for. That's definitely a platitude.
Yeah.
But also, that's assuming that my wish will come true.
Exactly.
And it often doesn't.
Nope. No. Unless it's something simple like, "Hey, I want to wake up tomorrow."
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not really simple, but
I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you have a peanut butter, you have the bread, but you ain't got the jelly.
Got no jelly.
That's simple. You can just go get
Ham, no
jelly.
burger.
Just go
Kool-Aid,
get
no sugar.
Just go get the jelly.
Get the jelly. Give me
Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
Give me a beer.
Give me a beer.
The customer is always right.
I was just about to read that
I
too.
fucking hate that.
Me and you both know that that's not the case in most situations. Oftentimes, the customer is very wrong.
Very
and the person
wrong.
serving the customer has to get it right for them.
Yes. Yeah, you have to fix the mistake that they made.
Exactly.
They are not right. You are. Oh, I hate working counters. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again.
Yeah, it's
sir.
it's always your fault.
Exactly.
For
you're the one that ordered it wrong.
Yeah, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Hey, I should have used that one before.
Just gaslight the customer.
Everybody in there
goes, "Oh, he just gaslit you. Do you feel the heat coming off that gas?" Oh, no one lights a match in here. It's a gas leak that just got cut. Oh, scientifically accurate gas leak.
Oh, speaking of heat.
Uh-huh.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Or turn the heat down.
This one says, maybe we can make the kitchen better.
To say if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen is one of those weird platitudes, because it's like, there's a problem I'm having, and it's not that the problem is necessarily wrong. It's not even that I'm wrong.
No.
It's just maybe this problem is just a little bit too much for me.
Exactly.
And for someone to say, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, it's like, maybe I'm just not for this, dude.
Or maybe I'm not used to it yet.
Yeah.
Like, hey, maybe give me some time.
Exactly. Maybe I'm just a decent person. I'm a nice guy, and you're mean.
And you're going to finish last.
Yeah. Maybe I'm going to finish last because I'm just not cut out for this. Not because I'm nice.
There's two more on here. The last two that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
You the first one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Just think about how much worse other people have it.
Oh, my God.
No. Their situation might be different than mine.
Kyle, I know I've said this probably 8 times during this podcast, but I cannot tell you how much I absolutely hate that.
That's a shitty saying. That is very shitty.
And you know why it's shitty, right? Because it completely invalidates what you're feeling.
Yeah, because then they'll be like, oh, what about this person? They have no arms.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with me not getting the order right?
Exactly. Or if I don't want to eat something, or I don't want to finish something, it's like, oh, well, there's starving people in Africa. One, Africa is not a country, it's a continent. Tell me where in Africa people are starving. Second off, whoever is starving in Africa has nothing to do with the food I have in front of me right now.
Exactly.
I am feeling a certain type of way. I'm experiencing something which has nothing to do with the experience of someone else on the other side of the frickin' globe. I am here right now in this feeling. Don't invalidate it. I'm here experiencing it. I'm sorry about whoever in Nova Scotia, Canada.
Yeah, let me just mail this peanut butter and jelly that was made wrong to them.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that's happening. But this is happening right now, and that's also happening
right here.
There's a lot of things happening. Somebody probably just now got hit by a car.
You know what?
But you're going to invalidate me because I'm not hungry enough for this sandwich?
You know, and I've thought about it a couple times. One of the things you could have said was, "Well, invite them over for dinner then."
Exactly.
You think you have a problem with me eating this? Why don't you have them come here and eat it?
Yeah.
You fuck.
Give them a plane ticket. Get them flown over here so they can have a meal.
Get them a visa.
Yeah.
You fuck. The last one is God never gives us more than we can bear.
And it says, see death, misery, history of suffering.
I'm not going to get into the religious talk, but come on, guys. Really?
God has given me plenty to bear.
Yeah.
And it's all been more than I've wanted or more than enough. But, yeah, those are just some of the platitudes. I kind of wanted to...
a lot.
I kind of wanted to get in the history of some of them, but I think it's better to kind of just talk about them. Mm-hmm. So if I said earlier in the episode that I'm going to get into the history of some of these, that was a lie. I got into the history of like one or two, and
I think it was more than that. It was like 3 or 4.
That's cool. And some of these were just funny enough to talk about. So that I hope you enjoyed that episode. Anybody who's watching and listening. Remember to like, share, subscribe, rate, follow, star, thumbs up, comment, all that good stuff. And for the person who gave us this idea, thank you once again. I thought this was a really good idea. Me and you talked about it, and I appreciate your input. And I hope this was something that we can probably talk about together.
I miss you, number 1 fan.
Yeah.
You're a great person.
She really is.
She is. She's awesome.
But, podcast?
Podcast.